Reapers Underground. We hope you survive.
Hey, what is going on, my demons? My demons, it's been so long. Shit, I don't even know if I've done one for this 2026 yet. I might have. Actually, yes, I did. But it still feels like it's been too long since we've all been together. And what a fantastic reason to reopen the underground this evening, but to have with me the American Cleveland, Ohio doom metal band, which you all know is a soft spot in my heart, known as Megaton Communion on Black Doomba Records. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure having you on the show tonight. And this is the time where you need to share this shit out. Anywhere and everywhere, there is a metal lover, a music lover, a doom metal lover, a Black Sabbath worshiper, if you will. I don't give a fuck. Wake the dead, your mama, your auntie, your sister, your brother. I don't give a shit. Just make sure that we are sharing this out because we have them on tonight live. And before we get into all this doomliciousness, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our brothers over at Villain Arts Tattoos. Check that shit out. That's right. You know what to do. I tell you every motherfucking week when Villain Arts, the largest tattoo convention in the United States, in the world, when they come to your city, your state, your town, and you want to get a high quality tattoo, that is the place you must go. There's people from Ink Master. There are tattoo artists from all over the country. Get you some. And just remember, demons, this year, I'll be coming back. That's right. Hang out with the devil for a night or two. And I will keep you up to date on Reapers Underground Facebook page. Gentlemen, Megaton Communion. First on the scene, kicking ass, taking names, and taking us to another world. How are you guys doing tonight?
Great, man.
Pretty
Thanks
good.
for having us.
Great. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. We would have done this a little bit sooner, but, life.
Yeah, it's happening.
We get it.
It happens way too often. And, whether it's getting ill or whatever the fuck is going on. I have kids, so it does happen. But glad to have you on the show. And we are looking at, and I don't want to get this wrong because then I look stupid. We're going to be discussing, if I can pull that up, Red Sky Warning. And I was hoping that was the slide that I had, and I don't think I do. I think it's I have seven Sacred Pools, which is a killer fucking track.
Thank you.
Doing very, very well for you guys. Tell us, how did you guys get together to create this unbelievable sound and music?
So it was a concept that I had started thinking about in early 2022. And Derek, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, is my oldest son. So
okay.
yeah. So he had finished college and was working on full-time employment at the time. And once he got settled in, we had the time to start committing to rehearsals. So in October of 22, we came together and started writing songs, and based on, influences he had growing up, influences I had growing up, everything was just this melting pot of all sorts of heavy and melodic and groovy. And by April, so we were only 6 months out from there, we played our first show. July, we were in the studio with Curran Murphy at Custom Audio Mutation Studio, and a few months later, Tommy signed us to Black Tumba and decided to put the record out for us, and it has been rapid fire ever since.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hasn't slowed down either.
That's a good thing.
Keep going. Yeah.
Especially when it comes to live touring and stuff of that nature. And you guys seem like you're booked and doing shows constantly. Now, are you doing just regionally? Are you stepping out of state at all at this point?
We have a lot of stuff we're doing out of state. We played quite a few out of state dates last year. I think last year in total, we did almost 30 dates, and like 70% of them were out of state. And we're on pace to do the exact same thing again this year. We're already committed to 4 festivals. We have more that we're waiting to hear back on. Some of them you may know about. Some of them we can't say anything about yet because they haven't been announced. So we got to kind of keep that on the down low. But in June, we'll start doing our individual dates, and we'll be all over the place, this summer. So a lot of people get a chance to see us in their hometown.
Amazing. And that is always the best way to get the word out. Aaron there says, that's badass, guys. Congratulations. Don't forget, everybody in the attic section, you can definitely ask any questions that you want to. Just be kind. Sometimes I have to warn some of them. They're heavy drinkers and devil's lettuce smokers.
Yeah, you got to watch. You don't know what kind of answer Ken's going to give you. I'm just saying.
It's always the drummer, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I know a little something about that. Now, that first part of your story is actually really cool because that's kind of how me, when I was in, I helped found Black Tar Superstar in Ohio. I had brought my son, my oldest, into the band, and he's still their guitarist to this day. So
that's great.
That's really cool. That was kind of a good thing to hear because, man, it's like if you get that opportunity, what better than to have, your bloodline as like your stage conqueror partner.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Great riffing as well coming out of you. Babylon says, what's Joe's favorite bourbon?
Oh boy. Too many to list.
Too many.
So favorite shows that we've played? Man, there's so many. I mean, so many shows that we played.
Oh no, he said bourbon or
whiskey.
Oh, bourbon. Oh, okay. So bourbon. Man,
that's why I said too many to list.
Man, I'm a big Bardstown fan. I like a lot of the offerings that Bardstown has. Nice. I'm actually like in a bourbon group that buys barrels from some of the distillers, and they're limited runs that aren't available in the liquor store. So they go throughout the South and they'll distribute, 80 to 100 bottles through this club. And, so we get some really, really good bottles. We just picked up some good Dream bottles. I think they're out of Indiana. And man, that was one of the best bottles of bourbon I ever had. It was a cask strength, like a 126 proof. And man, the notes were like really like caramel and vanilla with like this sweet, like cherry finish on it. And it paired perfect with a cigar, man. A great Maduro cigar. It was amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, what about that Pumpernickel Rye?
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. Was that Midwest Spirits or?
Yeah, Middle West Spirits out of Columbus. They've been doing it for a while now, where they're getting like some 10 and 12-year-old aged bourbon, and they did a pumpernickel rye that was just phenomenal, man. It was again like almost like 130 proof, and it didn't drink like it. It was dangerous.
No, we killed that one night.
Probably catapulted you into the Lovecraftian universe.
Yes.
Well, just like swimming through the fucking cosmos. Damn. I'm a big Maker's Mark fan. I'm also really big on Bullet. I don't know if there's a lot of people that drink Bullet bourbon, but I enjoy that one a lot. So these sound amazing.
Yeah, I have a Bullet whiskey barrel right in my bar upstairs, so it's like right in the corner. It's a piece of furniture now.
Fucking jealous. I wish. Well, now that we got that out of the way, what's going on, Josh from NC-17? Good to see you, brother. He says, I am jealous of that beard. Mine was actually pretty long for a minute too, but I had to cut it for a roll. It's just one of them things you got to do. So it's on its way back.
Well, keep drinking your bourbon, kids, and you'll get there.
See, I told you all out in the Black Flame universe that there are health benefits to drinking bourbon. Fantastic. So, we're in a music genre where the music business classifies everything, literally everything. If it's new, they give it a name, or they say, oh, we'll lump you into this box. How would you guys describe your sound?
We're all over the place. I mean, we really have not put a label on us, and based on the reviews that we've gotten off of Red Sky Warning, we hear everything from influences of doom to the California desert rock scene. One of the reviews,
that too. Yep.
One of the reviews out of Europe said that we carry some Southern swagger in our style. So.
Absolutely, I would agree with that.
In fact, we were on tour last June. We played at Century Bar in Philadelphia, and after our first song, some guy yelled out, "Holy fuck, a desert rock band from Cleveland!" So I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, that desert oasis of Cleveland, Ohio."
There's even when I was in the scene, a few years back, there wasn't anyone doing heavy psych or desert rock, if you will, at all. So the fact that there is now, that's an accomplishment, because the underground scene has a huge love for desert rock. So that's a fantastic compliment, and I would agree with that. And it's good to know that you're getting so many different feedbacks, because I don't know. I have always felt that doom is a broad genre, and it's not all just fuzz. Although you guys do have a unique kind of, I don't really want to say fuzzy, but distorted sound, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with pedals, and we'll get into that because I'm curious, how Derek gets that sound. There is a Matt Duke here. He says, "Hi there." That's a brand new viewer. Awesome, good to see you.
How's it going, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
Hell yeah. I always love it because every night there's somebody new that shows up, which is really, really cool. And I never know if they're like supporters of you, so that's even better. Let's see. There we go. Babylon says, "Can we get each band member's top 3 players for the instrument that they play?" So these are drummers, guitarists, bassists, vocalists that have had an impact on you. And that could take some time. So let's narrow it down to just one.
To just one, okay.
Let's just do just one.
Lemmy all day long.
So good to hear, because I was going to mention that when I started talking about your vocals. Awesome. Ken?
Easy. It's this guy who got me started playing when I was a kid, and that's Buddy Rich.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
there wasn't a better drummer ever. So
No, he is the best there ever was, ever will be again.
yes,
In my opinion.
yeah, mine too. I mean, I love a lot of rock, metal drummers. I love jazz drummers, but to me, he was my inspiration.
Nice. Couldn't have picked a better guy. Chop master of all time. How about you, Derek?
I'm gonna have to go with probably Kim Thale.
Wow. Whoa.
Probably one of my or
Never
Chris
thought I would
Cornell.
hear that. That's
Because
awesome.
I've heard Chris Cornell actually played most of the guitar tracks on most Soundgarden albums because Kim Thale wasn't very good rhythmically.
He was more of a lead.
Yeah. So I'm a huge Soundgarden fan. So I think I would, yeah. And obviously like Tony Iommi, stuff like that, too. But
of course, I mean, there's nobody better. He's the godfather of the riff.
Yeah.
Or should I say the riff lord, whatever anyone is.
Right.
He's about to put out a new solo record. Okay. He's like, what, 77, 78 years old. It's going to be amazing. But Kim Thale, man, just very crunchy. Like, that snack. That as soon as you start eating it, it's like the crunchiest shit you've ever tasted. And that is him. So definitely great influence there. And it does explain a lot about your sound because it's not so when you listen to the mix on your guys' stuff, your guitar and the bass, which I'm a huge purveyor of the bass being in front with everybody else. There's a beautiful mix there between the two, but you still, obviously, the riff stands out. Very, very good. How did you guys find that simpatico as far as levels?
That's something that's always a work in progress, I feel like. I've switched so many amps over this, over the time. And to be honest with you, so on the record, I recorded it with a Fender Pro Reverb.
Okay.
With a it's a Catalina bred SVT overdrive, which is like their emulate. It's supposed to be like a Ampeg type style overdrive.
Okay.
And I use that as my main drive, and it sounded good. But when we're playing live, I wanted more oomph. The Fender wasn't giving me enough oomph. So when we do this next album, I'm currently now using a Marshall vintage modern.
That would explain why
like a JTM 45 style
notes come out so well.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge I'm actually not a big fan of fuzz.
Gotcha.
I'm more of like a drive distortion. So there aren't any fuzz tones on any of our stuff. I like the definition. I don't fuzz flabs out too much, and you lose that definition. I want to be able to hear that articulate, So.
And I love Electric Wizard, but they get so fuzzy. It's like, where's the riff?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a sea of just notes. It's dark, and if I was hot, I would understand all of it. But I think that's really kind of cool as far as how that sounds coming out. Because I was going to say it's dirty, but it's clean enough to like really pick out, the riffing that you're doing there, whether you're doing a lead or, what have you. And as a 3-piece, that's insane. What you guys are able to do both live and on the record. Now, was that a personal choice? Did you try out any other vocalists, or you maybe just couldn't find somebody?
Well, the bass player was the guy we couldn't find. I'm a guitar player, so I was going to be guitar too and do vocals, and we couldn't get a bass player. And I played lead guitar in other bands prior to this, and I told Derek, I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for this shit. Fuck it. I'm going to play bass. But if I'm going to play bass, I'm playing a Rickenbacker, and I'm going to beat the shit out of that motherfucker and play it like I own it. So, so then I switched. I bought a Rickenbacker, and the rest is history, and everything, melded together, and I'll never go back to playing guitar in this band. The chemistry's just there. And to be honest, my style of guitar playing is so different from Derek's. I don't think it would have matched real well. I think the way it worked out was just meant to be, and we were able to create our own sound that way. And I play the bass a lot like a guitar player. I kind of carry a lot of the rhythm and stuff underneath Derek's leads, and I don't run a lot of gain on the bass. I let the bass be bass. My rig is really simple. I use the Rickenbacker. I have a Blooms pedal by Earthquaker device. That's it. That's the only pedal I have other than my tuner. And then I use an orange OB1 head with an Ampeg SVT cabinet. That's it. And that's the rig's real simple. And I just let the instrument sound the way it sounds, and the rest is in hands and performance, man.
Fuck yeah. So you graduated from the school of Geezer Butler.
Right.
Because he was a guitarist as well. And Sabbath was like, we need a bassist. So he's like, oh, yeah, do that, and lo and behold, he's like one of the, in my opinion, that nobody can touch him as far as doom metal music goes. So that, and it really does show within your music because when Derek is soloing, your bass is really filling nicely, right underneath it, to the point where you don't even have to have a rhythm player.
Exactly.
So, and like I said, to come out of a 3-piece, amazing. So I had mentioned prior to us going live that I was getting some like crowbar feel. And a lot of that is in your tuning that I've noticed, but also in your voice.
Okay. Okay.
You have an ability to do this great melodic, clean vocals that are really, really good. And it works well when he's doing clean riffing and stuff like that. How you guys build the tension and release between the heavy and then we're getting you there. We've got you in this mood, and then we're going to kick you in the face. That's kind of how I feel about all of your songs. They're fucking amazing. I might want to go ahead and pull this up so I can tell you which ones I love the most. Oh my goodness. Stupid. I know it's fucking Spotify, but it's the easiest thing to pull up. So very evident on Sacred Pools. Like I think that might be what really is grabbing a lot of people. Is the fact that there are so many clean riffs that build up to those big distorted moments. Kentucky Buddha is a little bit more of a heavy one. Now, of course, my number one favorite right now is I-80 West.
Okay.
Because I have to travel through fucking Iowa so much. It is the longest drive known to man from bottom of the state to get to Chicago because I do a lot of filming up there. And it's like 4.5 hours of nothing.
Yeah.
So was that kind of the basis for that tune?
Well, so in the early days when we started writing and stuff, before we started using our interface to record through the computer, we would be drinking whiskey and riffing, and we'd put a phone in the center of the room so we wouldn't forget what we did the next day when we went to practice. And so Derek looked at his phone when we were working on that song, and that's Derek's route to work on a daily basis. And the phone said at the time that we were on I-80 West when we were writing the song. And I'm like, well, that's the song. So we basically romanticized Derek's shitty commute.
Yep.
Okay, and somehow picked up my disdain for I-80 as well in my state. I'm all the way out here in Nebraska, so.
And we spent a lot of time on I-80 when we were on tour last summer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, it's interesting. It'll get you through a bunch of different states, but it's just annoying. So annoying. I don't know. There's really not a bad track on this entire record. There's not a single one that I would say, stands out from any of the others. It's a very from start to finish. And that's the era I came from. Like, you would go out, buy a record, and you would listen to it front to back. There was no skipping or anything like that. And that's exactly what I did with this record. So very, very good. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On that. Sure. Drumming. So let's talk a little bit about the drums of the band. Very solid performances, and you accent well. Now, was it the fact that your fills were like kind of like pulled back for the album? Because I know a lot of times when drummers, do records, they don't want to do too much so that it doesn't overshadow too many, holes and stuff like that. Do you play a little bit differently live, or just how you do it on the record?
Well, I play completely different from the record because I'm not on the record.
Oh, shit. Well, okay then.
That was AI on that.
I did not know.
AI.
I did not know that you weren't on the record, so I am so sorry.
That's okay. No, there's a whole story behind that too. So
I mean, if you want to divulge, you're more than welcome.
So Ken joined our band March of last year.
Gotcha.
Ryan Sharkey was the drummer on that album, and once the album was released and we started gaining traction with tour dates and things like that, the obligation to the band became a bit much to him, and it was
everybody can tour.
Yeah,
sure.
he left on good terms with us. We understood what was going on, and we kind of had a feeling this is where he was going. And Ken and I have been longtime friends. I've known Ken for about 13, 14 years. And I knew he was a great drummer. I'd seen him perform in the past. And it was about 3 months before Ryan left. Ken approached me and he's like, "Hey, I want to tell you, you ever have a spinal tap with that drummer and he like spontaneously combusts or some shit like that? I want that fucker's job." So it was... So as we were approaching the time when we thought this was going to go down, I told Ken, I said, "Your Spinal Tap moment, I think, is coming. So you better learn the songs on the CD or on the record, because I think when he quits, it's not going to be at a very opportune time." So he quit, and we had a show in 2 weeks. And Ken was all ready, and I'm like, "You're going to have a couple practices with us. That's it." And he came in like a champ, and he just kicked wholesale ass, man, and just rocked out. And it's been awesome ever since. I mean, he's been a great addition to the band, been very instrumental in the songwriting process for the new album, changed a lot of the dynamics. And, we're really glad that that this worked out the way it did.
Nice.
Yes, and I'm happy to be here.
Grab it when you can. Seize the day, So do you bring any like tempo changes at all?
Yeah, that's mostly my game, is a lot of different tempo changes, a lot of different offbeats.
There you go.
Worked a lot of my personality into those songs that are on the album. So we have like a couple of them that are on there that I wouldn't say they're unrecognizable, but they're completely different from what they are on the album. When you hear them live, I bounce back and forth between bass vocals and guitar. I always try to accentuate what everybody does well. Derek, when he gets into the more melodic parts of songs like Undone, and he's doing certain things repeatedly, I will do it. I'll go down the toms with it. I'll accentuate it, or I'll kick with Joe when he's doing something, or maybe I'll hit something vocally. I mean, I'm not, like you were just saying, I'll lay back, I'll push forward. Everything I do is just to try to make things better. I'm not out there trying to be the next Neil Peart,
Not yet.
I mean, not yet.
It's funny you say that, because at the bottom of your Spotify, it shows a playlist of prog metal. And I was just like, uh-oh, they think they're Dream Theater. I'm not sure what went wrong with Spotify to think that. And I'm just like, no, man, this is just good, in your face, very heavy. We're always talking about various levels of heavy. You guys are on that heavy riffing. Riff is what really drives your band. No, it's definitely not, like Phil Collins and
Right. Not Genesis. We're not Genesis.
Not Genesis here. It's very straightforward. But as I was listening, I could hear moments where the drums could accent the guitar, help kind of like change the mood just by, dropping the bottom out, or even going halftime in certain spots. And it would totally like make the riffing and the bass come out that much more.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome to hear, man.
Totally agree.
Awesome. Let's talk vocals a little bit for a moment. So who do you kind of, gravitate towards for inspiration when it comes to your vocals? Because one thing I noticed, we were kind of talking about, like Crowbar, and that's kind of how it, at some moments you are with your vocals when they're harsh. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I'm a big High on Fire fan, so I like Matt Pike's delivery. But then of course Ozzy. Ozzy's my favorite vocalist outside of, and Chris Cornell. But I just don't have the pipes Chris Cornell has. But I liked both of their deliveries on like the soul in their voice. They had a lot of soul in the way they delivered their lyrics and their vocals.
Yes. Absolutely. So it's like when you go harsh, it's a little bit more like Crowbar style. Yeah. It's not like you're doing a guttural growl. It's more like a raw growl. And I like that raw growl because not too many people can actually pull that off. And it sounds good with what's going around it. So when you have heavier tunes going on, like Disbelief, and Kentucky Buddha as well. Yeah, there are, when you're doing that, it fits so well. And I kind of picked up on Ozzy too, because you tend to sing to how the riff flows. Would that be accurate?
That is accurate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
So when in the studio, do you guys play as a band, or do you prefer to do, one by one? Everybody's different. Like, what is your process?
So that album was basically recorded live, all of us in the studio together, and then I tracked the vocals after we were done. So that's why it has that very organic feel to it.
It does. It has a very live sound. As many times as I've heard the story of how Sabbath did the first record, they recorded that whole fucking thing in 2 days with everybody live at the same time. Now with the vocals, it's kind of like a hit or miss. You don't know how it's going to go, but I'm, back in those days, it was way fucking different, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I love the way you did that. There is a shout out from Ohio from Ted. He says, "What's up, Reaper? Hi, Joe and the guys." Shout out from Ohio.
What's up, man?
I'm really a fan of this amazing band.
Thank you so much.
Oh man,
hope he's enjoying the weather.
Yeah, it's wonderful here.
It's amazing out here.
Oh, really? How cold is it?
It's ball shrinking cold, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's probably about 14 here right now, so I'm right along.
Oh man, that's a heat wave.
Mother Nature just doesn't know which way it wants to go. It'll be 40 one day and then below freezing the next.
I think we're like a balmy -3 right now.
Oh yeah. Hell no. Well, you got all that bourbon to keep you warm now.
Absolutely.
Oh man, there's some other questions here for you guys also, and I want to make sure I get to those. Babylon, a longtime viewer and listener, he says, "How do you guys write your songs?" That's a damn good question.
I've been talking quite a bit. I'm gonna let Derek jump on that and let him and Ken field that question.
Take us inside.
It's generally somebody has an idea. We jam on it for a minute, for a bit, and then usually, like I'll come up with an idea and be like, I have no idea where to go with this. And then Dad will play something and be like, oh, okay, well, let's try that, and then Ken will come up with a part and be like, wait a minute, we need a transition. And we just fiddle around. Sometimes it happens in one, like the other day, right? Where we
were just talking about this at practice today, actually.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Like one day we have a song, like the concept is pretty much, good to go. Then other times it takes, I don't know what.
Months.
Plus to get the song, like we're just fiddling with it, like something's not quite right, and just keep messing with it until eventually, it starts to click. And a lot of times, like solos and stuff like that, I feel like we don't really put those in any kind of like form. We just kind of do it until eventually like something comes of it, and then we come up with a part, and like, oh, that's when we transition, and that's when it ends now. You know what I mean? It's very some parts I feel like are very structured, other parts are not structured at all, and they just come together. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, some of the new songs we were writing, we worked on one for almost 3 months.
Yeah.
And then literally Derek played a riff a practice ago, and we just finished the song tonight. So
nice.
I mean, it's just funny how that is.
Woo, excuse me. My goodness.
Bless you.
Too many souls. Ate too many of them. No, and that's generally how that works. I always kind of felt like, when the approach to songwriting, you always have that ABA format. You know what your verse riff is, you know what your chorus is going to be. And it's like coming up with those tasty bits in between. I feel like they happen by accident. A lot of the time.
Yeah.
That sounds good, or that feels good. Why don't you go ahead and zone out on that for a second? Would you say that's kind of what happens? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Or a lot of times, like you have a riff and you really want it to work, but it just won't work in the context of the song. But if you cut it apart and put it as a transition part, like we had a lot of little parts like that in our songs where we kind of like our ADD, we kick into this one part that we only play one time. That's it. Just that one time in that song just for transition, and then it's done, and then that part's over with. Some of those parts are some of my favorites.
Hell yeah.
It's just fun.
Or it's amazing too when you may have like one general riff you keep, like we'll have jam sessions sometimes where we'll just do a little drinking and jamming, where one particular jam leads to 6 different songs, but you never get that jam to work.
Yeah.
It'll run into tangents that become songs, but that jam will never become a song.
Well, thank goodness it's drinking and not cocaine.
That's right.
I had to say that because of my Facebook feed earlier today. A picture of Ozzy popped up from the 70s, and it said, Black Sabbath spent more on cocaine than the recording of Volume 4.
Wow.
It's like, that is so free, though.
Well, there's nothing wrong with some cocaine and hookers, I'll tell you. Doesn't get any better than that.
Especially if you're snorting it off the hooker's ass.
Yes.
Oh man, The Wolf of Wall Street. That opening sequence never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
Oh goodness. Oh, here's a really good question as well. Josh says, have you guys ever had a song of yours in a movie? And would you be open to that?
We haven't, and we would.
Yeah, we totally be down.
Yeah, we actually played to what was it? The new Mad
Max. Yeah.
Yeah, they ran the movie on a screen behind us when we played at the Rex Theater in Morenci, Michigan, and it was so bizarre because our set totally synced with the movie. It was like it was made to happen. Yeah, it was really cool.
We didn't know it either because obviously we're facing forward. The movie's projected.
Oh yeah.
And one of our buddies, posted on Facebook, like, dude, the song matches, the backdrop movie. And it was kind of weird how the action would pick up, our song would pick up, and then it would chill out, and our song would chill out. It was kind of weird.
Oh, that's
yeah,
amazing.
We'd be down.
Very cool. And we're going to play a video of yours here in just a few moments. But I did want to get, especially for everybody out there watching at the moment in Black Flame Land, like what are some of the topics that you try to cover, in your lyrics? Because, doom metal can go so many different directions. Everybody automatically thinks the occult, which is obviously nothing wrong with that. But do you do more like realistic themes, like let's say Down, who I've compared you guys to?
Yeah, I focus on a lot of everyday topics. We don't really dabble into politics or anything like that, but I make references to a lot of things that are like spiritual or emotional. Like Seven Sacred Pools is about these seven sacred pools in Arizona, and just what a sacred place it feels like, and it has a very calming sensation, that comes over you when you're there. And just I like being in nature a lot. I like the serenity of being out in the wilderness and things like that. So those are some of the topics. And then like Kentucky Buddha is a unique story, because Kentucky Buddha is a person. He is my uncle that passed away, and he was a huge musical influence on my life. He was a really cool dude. He was the first guy that was playing like Zappa for me and Steve Miller Band and all that, because there's a Steve Miller Band reference in that song Fly Like an Eagle because of him. But my daughter was the one, because he was a bigger guy, and my family's originally from Kentucky. And just his demeanor, and he was always wise and had this really calm, cool sense about him. My daughter nicknamed him Kentucky Buddha. So when he passed, I wrote that song, the lyrics for that song, in his honor. So that's where that came from. Pass Me Over on that album. Some people have asked me, what is that about? So it's like some childhood trauma or something. I'm like, no, it's about my dog that had really bad anxiety that nobody wanted, and I adopted him, and he's been a great dog. So it's how people perceive it. The word means something to somebody. Maybe it's not what you intended it to, but if they take it that way, if they get something positive out of it or get some feeling out of it, it's a positive, across the board. So the topics are all over, and End of Everything was just about kind of like the feelings of what happened to society during COVID, not in a political sense, but kind of in a social, sense of what happened.
Right.
And,
from a human perspective.
Yeah. So we kind of cover, I cover a lot of different topics in the lyrical content, and some of it's comes up spontaneous, when we're writing, and just comes off the top of my head, is like, this is what I'm thinking at the moment. Some of the other ones have taken some time, and how I figure out how I want to put everything together and get the cadence down, and make sure that it's delivered the way I want.
Hell yeah. And I think that's what makes you guys more of a crossover act, is that literally everybody can I don't know, like commune with it, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Relate to it, and to things in their life too. And the whole thing about like nature and stuff like that. Yeah, that's some pagan right there.
Yep.
We are from the earth as the earth is us. That's definitely my life in general. Yeah. There's something about the true healing power of nature around us. I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, I'm so stressed out, this, that. Get the fuck out to the forest, walk amongst the trees, let the wind hit you. There's so many motherfucking lakes and shit like that around. Go sit on a dock somewhere. There's no better form of meditation.
Yeah, climb to the highest top of the highest mountain, and throw that fucking cell phone off the top.
Oh, there's a can of worms right there. Leave the devices alone. I tell my kids this all the time. It's dinner time. Put the shit away. It's not coming to the dinner table. I refuse.
So you talk about like, you know, the earth and, you know, coming from the earth and returning to the earth and all these kinds of things. That concept was incorporated into the album cover, which was basically Derek's idea, the concept, and we ran it to Droned Artworks and gave him the concept, and that's what he came up with. So the cover of the album is a nuclear explosion that is in the form of tree roots that are going into the ground, and then you see like the pods of the human beings like in the fetal position waiting for rebirth. So the significance is from the destruction comes the rebirth, and you know, like, so that's where the whole concept came from the album. And you know,
no, and I commend you guys 1,000% for having somebody legit make that cover for you. One of the biggest trials and tribulations right now, of course, is everybody wants to do AI. They want to do AI renderings of everything, paying somebody, a true artist, and honestly, $100 to somebody who's going to make a cover that means so much, gets out every emotion and what you want to convey, is worth so much more. And that's just a fraction of money. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a cheap ass. Have somebody make the cover for you. And there's so many great artists out there. As a matter of fact, Defiler of the Crown Art, Cody Gray from Tennessee, does a lot of really good cover work. So that might be, you know, somebody you might want to check out. You can find them on Facebook, that could really, you know, for your next project, you know, your next record. And that's just so cool to see. Let's see. Josh says, I am making a film in Michigan this year. It's called Not There 2. It's a sequel to the first one, which I was in. I'll be in it again. He says it is a supernatural slasher. I would
Nope, still there.
Mind's blown. I think and we're back. Awesome.
Okay. So we lost you at supernatural slasher.
Yes. He said I would definitely like to talk and see if we can work something out to have you guys on the soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Sure.
Yeah, we would be totally down for that. You can email us through our website, or, you know, if you follow our band page, you can send me a message through Messenger, and we get back to you very quick. I got that type A, AA personality. I don't let any moss grow under my feet, so we're really quick with responses.
Which is awesome. You can also find them at bandcamp.com, Megaton Communion, and be looking at some of their current merchandise a little bit from now. But yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and let the peoples, the great peoples of the Black Flame universe, to check out 7 Sacred Pools. I'm just pulling it up right now. Oh, I'm sure I know what that is. Here, let me pull this back just a little bit. And
Hey, Kirk.
Blue sky, the red rise high, sun embrace me, spirit take me, still it's time, ravens fly by, pools of mystery, the water's holy,
if you are not a believer in this band after checking that the fuck out, something is wrong with you. Just so vibing that song, and I think that's why it's your number one song, most popular on Spotify. It's just one of those tunes, man, that you could just vibe to, and just put the earbuds in. I always want to say earphones because that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But you know, put those earbuds in, man. Just shut your eyes, sit under an open sky, and jam out to that fucking song, man. So good, so good. Oh, hey, what's going on, Emery? Good to see you. Kyler, what's up, brother? Good to see you as well. So a lot of good folks out there are here for you. As a matter of fact, I thought there was one comment I might have missed. Oh, yeah, I did. Aaron said, I would say you guys work like ZZ Top, of three friends just jamming, all coming together to make their own sound. And I thought that was like a really good, reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We all get along great. We love being on the road together. We don't, argue or bitch at each other or have issues or anything. I think the only thing we're guilty of is maybe drinking too much.
Yeah.
That happens.
Hey, everybody has their moments, okay? At least you're not making a movie about it, Metallica. You don't have to have a therapist come in and go, okay, guys, work your shit out.
Yeah, they usually the drinking usually is like when we have a day off in between shows. Like we got to really keep our shit straight when we're on the road because we do everything ourselves. So nobody wants a DUI in another state, and we don't want to be, and a lot of times
but
yeah, we're cruising on like 3 hours of sleep too. So it's like, so then we'll get a down night, and then we're trying to catch up, and make up for behaving for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Man, I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Those are some long hauls. So you guys have done Michigan and some other states. What were some of your favorite states to play to?
Ooh.
We love playing Chicago. Chicago was a great venue. We played Chapel of Bones in Raleigh. That was a great venue too. We really never played a bad venue. I mean, all of them were a lot of fun, but the most memorable ones were always, weekend shows and stuff. Weekday shows are tough for everybody. Those Tuesday through Thursday shows are tough. And then also we were, I don't know, it always seems like we're on the road. There's some shit going on. So when we were touring, it was all the No Kings protest in all the cities when we were coming through. So there was all that going on at the time.
It was crazy. And
yeah. So we always had to be mindful of, where we were coming through and how we were getting from point to point and everything. And we never ran into any issues or anything like that. But it was just like something that was always in the back of our mind when we were out and about. But Chapel of Bones was awesome. And then we've gone back after we did our run. We cherry picked some other places, and we went back to Chicago again and played another club. And then we also played Stone Riff Revival last year in Greenville at Tribble's Bar, and that was a lot of fun. That was a great show. That was their first one, and there may be rumors about us coming back for the next one.
Nice. Let's see. Aaron says DFW, Texas has an amazing metal scene as well that you guys might want to think about doing. I can definitely say that Texas has a fantastic metal scene. So if at any point you guys can, hook up with any bands out there, or if, Tommy gets you with somebody, I think that would be really cool. Everyone loved the track. Kyler said that was badass. Aaron says very badass track indeed.
Thank you.
So
thank you. Yeah,
definitely making an impression for sure.
Texas is definitely on our sights. We want to start getting more west of the Mississippi, and
nice.
we've talked with Tommy too. He'd like to see us do a Canadian tour.
Oh my goodness! Yes, you'll have a great time up there. There's a radio station up there called Stone Deaf, or it's like Stone Deaf or Stone to Deaf Rock. And I have a buddy that would always play our stuff up there. So
Okay.
if you guys are interested in getting your stuff played up there, if you're thinking about doing a run in Canada, because they'll come see you, they'll come out. They love some live music up there.
That's great.
Yeah, great fucking scene. Great fucking scene. I could definitely get you guys hooked up with Cobra. And he'll get it played for you.
Yeah, we'll be down for that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The more exposure, the better. Know.
Yep.
Yep.
Speaking of, how did you guys get hooked up with Tommy Stewart and Black Doomba Records?
So I go back with Tommy a few years. I was a fan of a lot of the bands that he was signing years ago, and then of course I was a Hallows Eve fan. I mean,
how could you not be?
I grew up in the age of thrash. I was anti-80s Euro pop garbage, so the counterculture was thrash and hardcore music. So I grew up as a teen listening to that, and so I knew all about that. And then Dire Wolf, and I saw Tommy a few times live, and we got to be good friends. And then he's like, "Hey, if you're working on this," because we were talking about Megaton, it's like, send it over, let me listen to it. And his first thing was, don't release anything. If you want me to put it out there, once you release it, I'm not going to be interested. So once we had the album done and it was mixed and mastered, we sent it over, and he's like, yeah, I can do this. So, and I can't say enough good things about what he has done to help promote us and push us along. He's just an outstanding individual. He puts a lot of love into what he's doing, and man, there's not a lot like him, and we're very grateful to have connected with him.
Especially this day and age. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tommy Stewart. That's right. I'm talking about you, man.
That's right.
Especially for finding, these guys and, getting their music out there. Oh man, here we go. So Josh said, I can see that track be the song during the ending credits of Not There Too. Sorry, when I hear music, I think what scene it would fit in the film. So I will make sure that Josh Wynn from NC-17 gets in contact with you guys and get your song in that film. As a matter of fact, Not There, the first film, should be coming out later this year.
Okay.
We're already shooting the second one, so we'll make sure to get that song in that film, man. So,
that's amazing.
You never know what's going to happen on Reaper's Underground. You just won't. I have actors, directors of all kinds. Everybody has different things that they do. I have even some script writers that are in here right now as well. So, they love their metal just as much as they love their horror, and that's what makes this show special.
I would say so. Very cool.
But yeah, man, we will definitely make that happen. Oh shit. Okay. Josh says Not There, the first one, will be released in March or April of this year. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Very cool.
Get to see my character. Guaranteed to be satanically beautiful. Anyway, we're all heathens up in here, so don't even worry about it.
I gotcha.
But damn. So you guys have some amazing merch. Let's talk about some of the merch that's available at your .com and Bandcamp as well.
So the new T-shirts just came out. We got those a couple weeks ago for our first show of the year. The Crooked Hand did the artwork for us. She did an amazing job. And again, what I did was I gave her the concept for what Megaton communion meant. It was like to worship the heavy, you know, like community around the music, you know, just to worship the vibe, you know. And I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. And I said, you do what you do, you know, this is what I'm thinking. And that was the concept she came up with. And
oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, she did a great job.
I'll show it again. I can't help it. When I see a good t-shirt that needs to be around this fucking belly, I gotta have one. So,
and they've been selling very well for us, and we're grateful for that, because we're going in the studio in a few weeks, and you know, it'd be nice to have the extra money to pay for that.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now, are you guys recording in Tommy's studio or a different one?
We're recording with Kern Murphy on the second album, just like we did the first.
I know that name from a long distant time ago. That's awesome that you're going to be recording with him again. Yeah, that explains a lot. Very solid, very solid. If you do, though, ever get a chance to go down to Atlanta and get the album recorded by Tommy, I bet you'll be really amazed.
Yeah, he's done a great job with Grave Next Door stuff. The production on it is really good.
Production value is fucking amazing. But that's definitely one thing I do have to say about, you know, the recording that you have is it's very clear. It's very present. It doesn't sound hindered or nothing. It's still in your face, even though, you know, it's not like super heavy music like a Slipknot or, you know, something like that. It still punches you in the face. And I look forward to you guys punching me in the face from here on out. So,
we'll be delicate.
Be gentle. Be gentle. Man, it has been an absolute blast having you guys on the show tonight. I'm glad that we were able to make this happen and get this out to the Black Flame universe and all the awesome demons within. Definitely amazing music. Cannot wait to see the future of this band and the new tracks that you're working on. But, you know, we love our horror here as well, obviously. So I want to ask each of you top favorite horror movie of all time for you. We'll start with you.
Man, that's tough. So, of course, everybody says The Exorcist because of, you know, how cutting edge and disturbing that was. But
plus, I was 6 years old when I saw it.
Other films besides,
but Hellraiser was amazing.
Hell yeah! All right, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, you caught me. I'm kind of a horror buff, but
love it.
I'm trying to think of something else that came out back then without going to The Shining, which is one of my favorite ones.
Hey, nothing wrong with The Shining.
The Omen.
Oh,
that's an oldie. Yeah, I like more of the suspenseful horror, but
okay.
I do like the blood and guts ones too. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, was amazing, and Halloween.
That's the one that tipped the scales for me. That's the first one my mom ever showed me. The 1978 original. That's right. I said the original.
It's so good, you know, and it's not all, it's the suspense in it that gets you more than anything. It's where is he, you know,
that's where Rob Zombie went wrong, in my opinion, but I know some people like that one. It's okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. How about you, Derek?
I'm going to be sacrilegious here. I'm going to, you know,
be sacrilegious all you want to.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go with, not a movie, but a different medium. I'm going to go with Resident Evil 2. I'm more of a horror game fan.
Nothing wrong.
It's one of my favorite games of all time, original and remake. I'm not much of a movie guy, honestly. I play more video games.
I like my horror games too. As a matter of fact, the John Carpenter's Halloween comes out this fall.
Yeah.
I can't wait to either play as Michael, which I'm hoping because I want to chop some people up.
That's the one where you're Michael, and then the other people that are survivors that got to run away. And is that the game you're talking about?
No, you're thinking of Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a Michael in that.
Yeah.
This is like you're stalking, Lori throughout the game.
Okay.
So it's like actual to the movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the Jason one was and the Texas.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah. No, actually, if you were to check out the Resident Evil films, the first two are fucking phenomenal.
I know you like those, don't you, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like a good zombie flick.
I actually just watched a newer one that I didn't even know existed. It's called Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. That thing was fucking awesome. I was like, what the hell?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's the first time Mila Jovovich doesn't show up in the film. Although
oh, that's unsettling.
She's amazing, gorgeous, and unholy succulent. But anyway, the film floored me. It's fantastic. So you might want to check them out if you like the game. You're gonna like that as well.
Okay.
Aaron says the horror video game is The Suffering. So I guess I don't know if you've played that. I don't think I have.
No.
Might be one you want to check out.
Okay.
Let's see. Also recommends the film My Bloody Valentine.
Oh yeah.
That one is one of the only remakes that beat the original. I don't know if other people agree, but I was.
I never saw the remake.
Oh my goodness! It's on Tubi. It's for free, so you can check that out.
I will have to check that out.
Oh yeah, they always throw it on there around February because Valentine's.
Yes, it's the perfect time for it.
Oh shit, Josh, I love it. He says Showgirls absolutely terrifying. Well, that's because she was
true.
She wasn't confident in her acting skills, so she's like, "Oh, all my clothes off."
Yeah,
that's the only reason anybody watches that movie in the first place.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, TNA's good.
It's not horror, but I'm not going to say don't watch it. He says, I just saw a screening of Scream 7. Whoa. That's awesome. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I think it's actually going to be pretty good. The last two that came out, I really enjoyed. I don't know. I'm very old school. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
Oh yeah,
Friday the 13th franchise. All of the Exorcists, I still say to this day, the best of the Exorcist films was part 3. It was darker, it was gorier, and way more terrifying. That's just me. Nothing wrong with the first one. No. But man, when that third one came out with what was it, William C. Scott? Unholy fuck. Yeah. I was like, when I saw the person come out of the room with the hedge clippers after the nurse, I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna lose her head. I was like, whoa.
Boy, literally.
You didn't see that one in the first one. But kudos to the first one also. So but awesome, guys. Awesome. Such a pleasure having you on the show. I want to make sure that we get you back on when you get the new album done. Do you guys have a title for it, or maybe a working title?
We have all that together, but Tommy says we're not allowed to say anything about it. So he's got a marketing campaign that he's got put together for it, and he'll let everybody know it when he feels like it.
Hell yes. He's got you on lockdown. Nothing wrong with that. Trust in the all-powerful Tommy Stewart. Yes.
All hail.
Yes.
All hail. That's awesome. No, but for real though, let me know when it's coming out and we can get you back on the show. and we can push it out to the masses, man, because I love what you guys are doing. You're doing something very original, and I don't know, everyone needs to know about it.
Thank you so much. And
Thank
thank you to everybody
Thanks
for
very
tuning in.
much. Yeah,
Hopefully we didn't scare
appreciate
you bad. No, it's a good time. I always tell everybody, interviews with me is like the easiest interview you'll ever do, because I'm not going to pick you apart. I'm going to be like, what makes you so wonderful?
We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Totally appreciate you. And thank you to everybody out there in the Demons and Addicts section, in the comments section. You guys have been amazed balls as always. But don't forget, coming up at 9:30, we have the horror barbecue. And it's Vengeance Thursday. That's right, ladies. These films are for you. They are female vengeance films, revenge films, whichever way you want to call it. And these are two of mine and Morty's favorites. And we're going to explore that genre in great length. So definitely come on back. Stop in the middle. Do what you got to do. Take a bump. Take a drink. Well, we won't say what. And we will look forward to seeing you at 9:30. Thank you guys again. Megaton Communion. All the best, guys. And make sure any updates, any shows, tag me in it. I will make sure it gets reposted across all the socials.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Where can they find you?
You can find us at MTC Music on Facebook, and megatoncommunion.com will give you all the links to all of our streaming and our Bandcamp and everything Megaton.
Nice. You heard it here, demons. Do it or else. Thank you again. And now, since you have a little bit of time, I know you're all going to go to your phones or however you are watching this broadcast right now, and you're looking for some new music to listen to, and Megaton Communion is on the list, and you're going to be blaring Sacred Pools and all the great tunes. And the most important thing while you're doing that is stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Rebirth Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame Entertainment.